In this video, I'm going to tell you my journey of how I went from a struggling health coach to thriving online business manager. Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is my very first video. I'm a little bit nervous. My name is Samantha. I am an online business manager. I help coaches and online service providers organize, systemize, and manage their businesses so that they can fully step into their role as CEO. I'm also an Asana enthusiast and love to help other business owners set up and optimize their Asana workspace so that they have a centralized hub, which just changes the game in online business. My business is nothing like what I thought it would be when I first started out. Let me go back a little bit further. But first of all, I want to let you know that it is okay to pivot. I've pivoted twice now in my business and it has turned out just fine. And people are typically very supportive in the online space too. So my journey all started when I found myself at my rock bottom in my life, not my business. I hadn't started a business yet. But in my life, I was chronically ill. I was struggling with postpartum depression and anxiety after the birth of my daughter. And I was overweight and just overall very unhealthy and dealing with all kinds of things in and out of the hospital. So I knew that something had to change. I was at my rock bottom, something had to change. So I went on this amazing health journey, which led me to becoming certified in holistic nutrition. And then I had no idea what that was going to open up for me. I just knew I wanted to help people. And then all of a sudden I found this huge online coaching space. And so that's when after I became certified, I became a health coach. So I started helping people with their health through nutrition and holistic lifestyle. This was 2.5 years ago, right after I graduated and became certified. I took my first business course and fell in love with online business. Like, I had no idea that was going to happen. I thought I was in it just to help people with nutrition, which you don't really think about when you go to school for nutrition, that you have to also learn how to run a business. But I totally fell in love with it. But I kept plugging in the nutrition space, even though I kept seeing like these business coaches and all these people like working on businesses and helping people run their business. I just thought that was so interesting and like I would love to do that someday. Turns out I went a different path, but we'll get to that. I just saw that in my future, somehow be working with people and helping them with their businesses. But anyway, I kept working on my nutrition business, taking numerous business courses, working with business coaches. I had all of my foundations set up. I had everything done right in the back end of my business. But something just wasn't working. I wasn't getting much clients and I was really struggling gaining traction in that space. Through that though, I learned a whole lot about running a business along the way. I learned about systems, tech, managing my time, just everything online business. Something that like so many people have no clue about, which I didn't either. Like, I didn't even know that this space existed before I became a nutritionist. Pretty much exactly a year ago, actually, in April of last year, I decided to start offering virtual assistant services. I had tons of experience assisting professionals in the office space. Like, I did that for like 8+ years, plus running my own nutrition business. So I felt like I had so much to offer. And that's something that I was really confident in, which I think was lacking in my nutrition coaching. While I knew like the information really well, the coaching part, I just wasn't super confident in. Like, it's really hard to get people to change their habits and, the way they eat and live. It's a really hard thing to do. So this virtual assistant, I felt like I had confidence. I knew I could do it super well. Now, I had no clue if this was the right decision. It was a really scary one. And I didn't really know how to start this new venture because it was totally different than being an online coach. Like, how do you even work with clients? It's totally different than being a coach. How do you charge for your services? Do you charge hourly? Do you do retainers? I had to learn how to track my hours, how to like report on those hours if my clients wanted me to tell them about it. There was so many different aspects that I had no clue about. But I did it and I started and I opened up my IG account, my new IG account. I didn't use the one that I had been building in the nutrition space because that just didn't feel right to me. While it probably would have been beneficial in some ways because I had connections over there with other health coaches and stuff, and that's actually how I got one of my clients, was from a previous connection. But I decided to just start completely fresh, open a brand new VA account. I didn't even tell anyone at first. Like, I had 0 followers. I didn't tell anybody, but people started following me. So it was really exciting because with my nutrition one, it was like, I had like family and friends in there first. This one, nobody. So it was really scary. But one of my first followers became my client. She actually signed with me Well, she didn't sign with me the very first day, but she inquired with me the very first day. I didn't even have my website set up yet. I opened my IG account and like put like my bio up and my profile picture. Didn't even have a post up, didn't have a link to a website. And she was like, hey, I need a VA. And then I worked with her up until I became an OBM. It was fantastic. So then I was in full swing, part-time VA, part-time nutrition coach. I still had one nutrition client at the time. And I think I had 2 virtual assistant clients last summer, and I was juggling the 2 and still posting on both, still marketing both, and really trying to juggle it and trying to decide which way to go. Do I just continue to do both? That would be a lot, right? Or do I go full into one or the other? And it was a really, really difficult choice. But finally, after about 5 or 6 months of juggling the 2 businesses, I decided to go full force into virtual assistants. It was a really, really difficult decision. I doubted my choice. Of course, I wanted to keep helping people with nutrition, and it was a huge passion of mine. And to just give that all up was really, really difficult. Plus all the people that were following me on that Instagram account. I even had a podcast over there. I was appearing on other podcasts. Like I was still full swing into that business as well. But then I decided to just completely close down that account. Because for a bit I was like toying with it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll step in, I'll let go of the nutrition business. But I was still active in stories and still, kind of there. I had to make that choice to completely close it. And I closed down my website and then just fully went into the VA business, which is just crazy. So while I still had doubts and I struggled knowing that I would no longer be helping people with their health, but it just felt like the right choice. Now I have almost zero doubts about that. I mean, I still think about it sometimes, and obviously nutrition is still a big part of me and my journey and how I am where I am today. But I'm very happy with where my business is today though. A few months after that happened, after I fully went into my VA business, a new challenge presented itself. While I was loving being a virtual assistant and I was really good at assisting, I felt like something was missing. There was more. I felt like I really I wanted to have more responsibility. And I always kind of wanted to be a manager of some sort. So then somehow at some point, I don't know when this happened, but at some point I discovered online business managers. I had even in the first couple of years of being in the online space, I didn't even know what online business management was. And so I toyed with this idea maybe I should do that because I feel like I could be really good at that because helping people run their businesses, I feel like I'm really good at that. Setting up systems and organizing their stuff behind the scenes, something that really excited me. And I knew I could do that. And I knew I had a lot to bring to that role as well because I had done that for 2 businesses now. So I decided to go head first into this online business management course, even though, again, I had a lot of knowledge going into it, but I felt like I needed to take this course to help my confidence with it, to kind of teach me how to apply the things I knew with my clients' businesses, right? It's one thing doing it in your own business, but it's a whole other ballgame doing it in other people's businesses. It's just different. While I was taking the course, I started talking to my one virtual assistant client about how I was taking this course and how I'm going to start offering these services in the future. It was crazy timing because she told me she was just telling her friends in the online space, her other coaching friends, that she was looking for exactly what I had said to her. So it was just crazy timing. So I started transitioning to OBM role with her, which is just so amazing. And I quickly realized that this is where I was meant to be, running the back end of businesses. My client was super happy with the work I was doing, super happy. She said incredible things, go look at the testimonials on my website because I don't know. I know I'm good, but she said some really amazing things. But anyway, I knew that this was the right place to be. This is where I thrived in my health coaching business. So it just makes sense. I had all the things done right in the back end. So now that's what I'm helping my clients with, and it's just perfect. So then I fully transitioned with that VA client into the OBM role. And now I'm fully booked as an OBM. And I'm really happy because it all worked out. Because while I'm helping my clients, they are health coaching clients so far. While I'm helping them build their businesses so that they can help more people with their nutrition coaching services. It all worked out. So that is my journey to where I am now. I hope you enjoyed learning. I hope you enjoyed my first video. I hope it wasn't too awkward. I hope I don't look too nervous. But anyway, I cannot wait to see where my business is next year or in the next couple years. And I can't wait to share more things with you. I plan on sharing all things about business management, productivity, becoming a VA, maybe transitioning to OBM, Asana stuff. Yeah, definitely going to talk about Asana stuff and task management, project management, organizing your business, things like that. So let me know in the comments what you would love to see, because I'm totally open to your ideas. I have like a million ideas already, but I'm totally open to your ideas as well. So I'd love to hear from you and your business. So comment below and let me know if you are where you thought you would be in your business when you first started compared to where you are now. I would love if you subscribed and liked this video. I would be so appreciative. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.